Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. We are going to cover Canadian CPI today. One side, market is expecting higher reading. Second thing here, the oil biggest market manipulator, OPEC cartel, trying to hold oil above 35. And with the latest positive sentiment, the Canadian dollar been doing quite well. On the other hand, if we are going to see weaker number, if we are going to see higher US yields with the deterioration of the market sentiment, these things might get quite interesting very fast. So, without the further delay, let's jump straight to the few Canadian charts and let's try to find quite good few intraday and medium-term setups. Without the further delay, let's see inside. Okay, so what we have when it comes to the Canadian CPI, year to year 0.7, much higher than what market was expecting at 0.4, previous 0.5. The core, it's mostly in line. So USDCAD, well, that's the weekly chart, and taking into the consideration what we have from the medium and long-term perspective, I do expect this 130 should still hold, right? Now, someone may ask, Piotr, but we have higher inflation reading, so that could help Canadian dollar. Maybe, but we have to take into the consideration the whole picture. So let me show you the whole picture, or the biggest part of the picture, this Chinese yuan, and the huge move to the downside we've seen for a very long time when it comes to the daily and weekly chart. And suddenly we are trying to find some kind of the demand, some kind of the buying levels, right? And we are trying to get back above some of the latest most recent low. Now that's why I'm sharing with you at the beginning, dollar Chinese yuan, because what we have to be aware of, what we have to monitor, is this consolidation being tested just few minutes ago, right? And this latest weakness. As long as we are above, and if we are going to be able, as long as we are above this, and if we are going to be able to cross this high, the situation may change and the commodity currencies may weaken a bit, some kind of the profit taking with combination of the hot money going short. So that's why I'm monitoring very closely Canadian dollar post CPI data and taking into the consideration where we are from the weekly chart perspective on the USDCAD, right? I do expect medium term that maybe we are going to retest the low we've seen 2 weeks ago, 130.20, right? But from the daily chart, from the daily and intraday chart perspective, right? That's the daily, it might be this 1, 2, 1 eventually, right? But from the intraday perspective, so 130.20 is my buying level medium long term. But from the intraday perspective, post data, I'm watching very closely what kind of the development we are going to have when it comes to intraday price action. That the hourly chart, right? That's the daily open, that's the weekly open, of course quite huge zone of the possible supply. But intraday, I'm looking to buy somewhere close to 30.75, 30.65, with the first target close to 31.10, second target close to 31.40, and I'm going to leave some small position in case of the midweek reversal, meaning that USDCAD is going to get back above the weekly open and we are going to see the daily close above the weekly open. That could open the way towards the top of the consolidation, and we are talking about the levels close to 34, 34.50. Yes, that's what I'm looking for when it comes to the Canadian dollar. There and only there, medium term, we might try to look for the selling opportunity, but because of this stop count we witnessed previously, and we were discussing, we were trading this one, I'm looking for some kind of the bigger stop count to the upside, maybe this type of the move and cleaning 133 at least. So that's USDCAD. Beginning from the intraday perspective, move to the medium and long term. For now, I'm looking for buying opportunities. Well, the thing is that it's very similar to what we have when it comes to the Euro Canadian, which is the next one. We are fighting around the weekly open, and if we are going to cross that level, that might be the buying opportunity with the higher levels to come. So what I would like to see from intraday perspective, I would like to see the cross through the weekly open. Then the level we have here as a latest weakness is gonna be my demand zone. So pull back towards the weekly open, pull back towards this demand zone, that's gonna be buying opportunity. What I'm going to target when it comes to the EURCAD, let me show you. If we are going to break through the weekly open, probably we are also going to break through the falling trend line. If that's gonna be the case, my first target is going to be around 57. The next target is going to be around 59.20. That's how I see the things when it comes to the Euro Canadian. Well, there is a possibility that you may want to look for buying Canadian dollar, right? If that's the case, then I strongly encourage you to watch Australian dollar versus Canadian dollar. And here from the intraday chart, from the daily and intraday chart, we got back to the broken consolidation. We are testing a little bit more than 50% of that consolidation. But if towards the end of the day we are going to get back below the weekly open, as you can see, it was the weekly open being already tested. If we are going to get the close below, that's gonna be my short entry. So in that case, AUDCAD, that's the cross where I'm looking to buy Canadian dollar, right? So trying to summarize, I'm looking to sell Canadian dollar versus USD and Euro, also versus pound and yen, but that's your homework. Do your own research, guys. And I'm looking to buy Canadian dollar versus Australian dollar. So from the intraday perspective, what I would like to see, I would like to see daily close below blue dashed line, below the weekly open. All right, here, that's the weekly open. I like to see the close below, and then any kind of the rally towards 50% of that consolidation from the weekly open, meaning that rally back towards 95, 50, 60, that would be my selling opportunity when it comes to the Aussie CAD. With that being said, guys, don't be trapped. It's the CPI day. Earlier it was the UK CPI, now it was the Canadian. We are in the mid of the week, some midweek reversals possible. Have a good one and see you around. Take care and goodbye.